like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the Met side.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this evening the Baltimore Orioles will begin a 3-game series, the first of 3 against the Minnesota Twins here at Target Field. I think it's still called that. In Minneapolis, St. Paul area, Minnesota. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. Sorry for being a little bit late. You know those damn automatic Windows updates, overnight updates, whatever. Apparently that update did something to make my stream not turn on normally. I had to assume that was the issue, so I just shut everything all the way down and brought it all the way back up, and it seems to be working okay. Am I coming through loud and clear? Boys and girls, everything sounding and looking okay? I mean, other than, I get it, I'm extremely handsome, but am I looking okay in terms of the presentation? I hope that's going okay. Folks, we have quite the pitching matchup here tonight as we face a guy that was the longest tenured Oriole on our team just about 10 days ago. Now he's our sworn enemy. Dean Kremer is making his second start as a Twin after we traded him to this AL Central team, this team that we're trying to fight for a wild card spot. So there's so much to go into this game, storyline-wise, right? I mean, you got your typical post-trade, here's a revenge game kind of a situation. But also, again, we have to win this game. If we don't, first of all, how are we not able to figure out Dean Kremer? Everybody else, at least lately, seems to be figuring him out. And if we are going to basically swing for the fences every time we're up at the plate, Kremer's certainly been giving up a lot of home runs. If we come out of this game where Kremer pitches a gem and doesn't give up at least one long ball, I'm going to be quite upset. We have to win this game. Here's a game that you can point directly to if Dino does go out there and pitch well and shut the offense down. Yeah, you can say, well, the offense has been inconsistent, unreliable, and I wholeheartedly agree. A couple of games where we score once and then put up a double-digit number to grab a finale win. That works out to what, 12 runs? That's 4 per game. That's kind of in the middle of the pack, right? A mediocre offense, but when those 4 runs are divided up 1, 1, and 10, that's the problem. If they were 4, 4, and 4, we'd be in a lot better shape. Folks, right, I better hurry up because, again, I got on here late. When is the first pitch? 5 minutes. Okay, first things first, if you're watching along, please do me a favor and be prepared to pause your game right after the first pitch because you're probably going to be ahead of me if you are watching while listening to me call the game. So pause it after the first pitch, wait a little bit, and then I will call that first pitch. Once I've done that, you unpause, and now you're synced up with me and everybody else for the rest of the night. All right, so Kremer, his second start as a Twin. His record on the season is 1-4 with a 5.93 ERA and a whip of 1.32. That's in 41 innings pitched, 41 hits, 40 strikeouts, 13 walks, 12 home runs in those 41 innings. That is a lot. In comparison, the opposing pitcher for us, Trevor Rogers, he's pitched, about 74, 75 more innings than Kremer's 41 innings, and he's given up less home runs than Kremer, only 11. That's in 115 and 2/3 innings. Rogers got his 7th win last time out, evening up his record finally on the year at 7-7. His ERA right now, folks, happy 420, everybody. That's where his ERA is. Light him up tonight. 1.24 on the whip, 111 hits and 115 2/3 innings with 98 strikeouts, 32 walks. And again, those 11 home run balls. Here are the lineups for the visiting Orioles. They are sticking with the same lineup we've seen the entire Rangers series. The only one game that was slightly different, Encarnacion Strand got a start at third over Kobe Mayo in Game 2 there. Otherwise, this is the exact same lineup we've seen now for 4 straight games. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Pete Alonso at second base. At first base, batting second. Yeah, let's put Alonso at second. Why not? We keep having Gunnar bat leadoff. Let's try that too. Holiday is at second base. He'll bat third. Tyler O'Neill's the DH and cleanup hitter. Dylan Beavers will bat fifth in left field. Leody Taveras in right field hitting sixth. Kobe Mayo will bat seventh at third base. Colton Cowser hitting eighth in center field. And Carlos Narvaez doing the catching, batting ninth. For the Twins, Austin Martin. Isn't that like a fancy kind of car? Or is that an Aston Martin? I don't know. Very close to being a fancy car name. Austin Martin in left field, leading off for the Twins. Ryan Jeffers, the catcher, bats second. Royce Lewis. They got a Rolls Royce. They got an Aston Martin. I'll move on. Royce Lewis is the second baseman hitting third. Josh Bell, veteran DH for hire. He is DHing and cleaning up. Luke Keeschel in right field batting fifth. Brooks Lee, switch hitting third baseman, will bat sixth. Kalen Culpepper at shortstop hitting seventh. Another switch hitter, Victor Caratini, will be at first base. He'll hit eighth. And then Ryan Creedler batting ninth in center field. All right. Right. Taking a look at some notes here from Rock Kabatko and his not hacked by a crypto scammer Twitter account. Nice to see. Since July 1st, folks, Tyler O'Neill has been hitting .305 with 14 RBI, 8 home runs, has an OPS of over 1,000, 1.125. 24 games played since July 1st. So if you're wondering why O'Neill continues to bat cleanup, he should be. All you really need to do here, folks, swap Move Holiday to lead off. Put Beavers to bat second. Have Alonso third. Have O'Neill fourth. And then go Gunnar at 5. I can't argue Gunnar hitting above Leody Taveras. I think that's where the line is. But Craig Albernez had some words earlier, or sometime in the past 24 hours, regarding Gunnar's continuing to hit at the top or near the top of the order. Basically, he says he's an influential guy, and we want him to get as many at-bats as we can. And while that may all be true, he doesn't really answer the probing issue, which is, yeah, but he's not hitting. Gunnar coming into tonight hitting .213. .213. And he's about to face Dean Kremer head-to-head. This should get interesting. Folks, are you ready for Orioles baseball? I hope you are. How about a little magic in Minnesota?
Orioles magic.
All right, here we go. Dino, he's got a 5-pitch mix. None of them are really exceptional. Splitter, sinker, cutter, 4-seamer, curveball, and a slider. Don't really see much of the slider. The Twins are wearing their home whites. I'm not sure what the Orioles are wearing yet. Kremer's taking his warm-up pitches right now. And in the out-of-focus background, a lot of green. Looks like a lot of empty seats. And the limited amount of view of the stadium I can see yet. Folks, I got bad seats, as you can see. I'm way out and down the right field line here. Looking down here. Orioles have their orange jersey tops on tonight. All right. We're rocking the orange. We're oranging out. So Gunnar against Kremer here in just a couple of moments, folks. Thank you, Phantom. And there it went. Folks, we are ready for baseball. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. It is outside, ball 1 from Kremer. We are underway, folks. Gunnar, what you got?
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
What you got, Gunnar? What'll it be tonight? There's been basically one of 2 options, 0 for 4 or 1 for 4. He's ahead here 2-0. You know, I don't want to pick on him to death. When he hit that triple in our City Connects, that big clutch triple, I felt so much joy on his behalf. Not so much personal joy for helping win the game, but just for him. I really don't want to see this. 3-0 pitch is a strike. A get me over fastball there from Kremer makes it 3-1. But the fact of the matter is, since that triple, it's just been right back to the same old thing we've been watching. Gunnar pops up a 3-1 pitch. This better be out of play. And it is. Full count to the opening batter of the ball game. Kremer versus Henderson. The pitch. Gunnar to left center. Get down. Nope, it hangs up. Caught out there in center field. Off the bat, I thought it was slicing more toward left center. Kind of straightened out. Went right to the center fielder for the first out. Gunnar hit it with enough on it to not look like a bad swing, but no result there. One away. Here's Alonso. And he's first pitch swinging. This ball's hit to center field. It's going to be playable. There is only about 10 yards at the deepest part of the park where there's still sunlight hitting the field. And that is where the center fielder Kreidler makes the catch. Alonso flies out to deep center. And there are two away. Jackson Holiday, folks. And he takes up and away for ball one. Holiday. First time hitting in the 3 spot, he had an 0 for 4. Since then, he's had a couple of extra base hits in the last couple of games. In each of the last couple of games, I think I should say. 15 for 30 in his last 30 at-bats on the road. That's a stat stolen straight off of Masson. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2 on Holiday. Don't tell me Dino throws like a 12-pitch 1-2-3 inning. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. His first inning has always been his worst inning. Pitch in the dirt. The count is 2-2. A splitter. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. The pitch. Holiday gets under it, pops it up, third base side, and foul ground. The catch is made, and the inning is over. Round 1 goes to Dean Kremer. He retires our top 3 hitters. 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy. Folks, it's going to be quite the game here tonight. I think it's time to say hi to the Charm City chat. Folks, I think everybody might be a little hungover from Sunday's day game. We need some folks to hit that like button. Only a few dozen have. About 112 of you could help out right now. Oh, wait a minute. My math is wrong. I don't know. A lot of you could help out, though. We can get those likes up to 50 real quick and take it from there. Let's say hello to everybody here that has spoken up in the Charm City chat. We got Tank, Johnny O, Froggy, Rob, Jet Bond, Ozman Scott. Did I say George already? George. Let's see. Phantom is here. Matt Abel as well. Matt, ready, willing, and able. Get it? Who else? Daniel Berry, Carl Schaefer. The Major, Spartacus, Kurt Montgomery, Wayne Gilbert. Hello, Wayne. Let's see. Nicholas Handy. Here comes Austin Martin to the plate, folks. Trevor Rogers on the mound for us. Richard Mays, USA 45-47. 4-11 Shirley. First pitch to Martin is fouled away. We are underway in the bottom of the first. Ellisberry, hello. BII Wash. Brad M. Pitch inside. 1-1 the count. Christopher Haas. Isaac Angel. AUD. 1-1 pitch. Hit out toward right center field. That ball is going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Martin is thinking he will stop at second. A leadoff double off of Rogers. DeSoto, 864, hello. I think I saw Colonel Bill Holland in here, but scrolling through, I missed it. Colonel, if you're here, hello. All right, folks. Well, we've given up a leadoff double. Well, that's not good. Ryan Jeffers, the Twins catcher, now at the plate. And Rogers misses low and in for ball one. Jeffers hitting .278. He's got 10 homers, 37 RBI. Good OPS, 879. We don't have anybody with an OPS like that. Low and in, 2-0 the count. Runners in scoring position on the season, very good average. And Rogers has fallen behind now, 3-0. Leadoff double, and now 3-0 to the number 2 batter. There's a strike. Pass ball. Orioles are sticking with that cursive B hat. Black hat with the orange brim and the orange cursive B. That's a foul ball. We got a full count. All right, let's get this guy. Yes, BW, loud and clear. What is that in response to? If you're talking about when I started the stream and asked if you could hear me like 15 minutes ago, you're 15 minutes behind. Here comes a 3-2 pitch, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. That ball's lifted foul, left side, very deep, but very foul. Yep. Jeffers is a free agent this offseason. They kept him. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 4. A changeup by Rogers in the dirt. Jeffers not offering at it. The Twins have first and second, nobody out. Here comes Royce Lewis. An extremely long lag time, if I'm reading that right. First pitch to Lewis. There's a strike. Good first pitch. A sweeper by Rogers that just caught the inside edge. Lewis hitting .235 with 13 homers and 41 driven in. And that ground ball just foul up the third baseline. Down the left field line. 0-2 on Lewis. We need a strikeout or a double play. I mean, we don't need it, but we're trying to keep somebody from getting to third with only one out. If not worse. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. All right. That pitch was head high. And Lewis could not hold up. Thank you very much for this swing. I mean, it was shoulder high anyway.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, Josh Bell. Let's keep this low. That first pitch was close. I wouldn't have mind challenging there. This is a big spot early. Low. He's up there trying to get an extra base hit. That's Bell. That's what he does. I don't know how many teams this guy's been on, but might be easier to list the teams he hasn't played for. 2-0 on Bell. There's a strike, a backdoor sweeper. All right. I think a good low and away changeup could help here. Instead, it's a heater up and in. We get a ground ball to short, Gunner to second for one, Holiday to first, two, a double play, just what the doctor ordered. Come on. I'm asking for off-speed, low and away. Rogers, I'm thinking like the hitter, I guess. Rogers like, I bet you he's looking for a change-up low and away. Let me go heater up and in. Let me go get a heater up and in. He saws off the batter there, Bell. He hits a grounder. And with his speed, no worries. Double play, inning over. Second inning coming up, folks. No score in Minnesota. Folks, we have 100 more people here right now than we have likes. We got to at least get half the room to hit the like button, folks. Otherwise, this is it's not good optics. It's not good optics. Just saying. Hey, what else is going on here tonight? I really don't want to scoreboard watch, but we are 2 games back of Texas now. They're going to be playing the Angels in L.A. starting in about an hour and a half. Toronto, who's, half a game behind us? I guess we're rooting for Boston to beat Toronto at this stage. Boston and Toronto, top of the 4th, up in Canada there, no score. Tampa will be out in Sacramento later. And I guess, what is it today? It's a Monday, so a light schedule. Yankees are off. The Tigers, who are between us and the playoff spot, it looks like they're off tonight. And who am I missing? Seattle, I don't think they're playing. So only a couple of games to monitor. Folks, we've got Popeye coming up. Look at all those Popeyes in the chat. Everybody's excited about O'Neill now.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
First pitch, and Kremer hits the outside edge for a strike. O'Neill hitting .219. He's gotten now to double-digit homers with 10, 22 RBI. Takes above the belt for ball one. Since July 1st, the highest slugging percentage in baseball, with a minimum of, I believe, 60 plate appearances. Ground ball, third base. Nicely stopped by Keishel. He'll throw across the diamond in time. One away. I'm sorry. That's Brooks Lee at third base. My apologies. Keishel is in right field. New glasses, same mistakes. Defensively for the Twins, this is to help me more than anybody. It's Lee at third, Culpepper at short, Lewis at second, Caratini at first, Martin in left, Creedler in center, and Keishel in right field. Dylan Beavers has ball one.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Curveball, and Kremer hits the corner at the knees on the outside to even up the count at 1-1. Come on, offense. You better hit Dino. There's a pitch to hit. Man, Kremer took it. Fastball. Middle on the outer half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't get in your own heads, man. Come on. Breaking ball. That one, a slider that broke a little bit inside. Good pitch from Kremer to try to get a chase. Beavers lays off. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swing and a miss on a splitter. Kremer threw Beavers the whole kitchen sink there. He saw a splitter. He saw a slider. He saw the fastball. What else did he see? Was there a curveball in there? 2 down. First 5 batters out on 20 pitches. And a swing and a miss by Taveras on a high fastball. We're making Dean Kremer look really good right now. Don't do this to me. 0-1 pitch. Curveball low. Taveras against Kremer. Previously 0 for 6. Here's another curve popped up by Taveras to right. It's shallow. Coming in is Keishel, and he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Kremer. He's only had to throw 23 pitches. He hasn't given up a base runner with a strikeout in there as well. It's only 2 innings, folks, but this is not the start we wanted to see. And it's going to be the bottom of the order coming up in the next inning. Oh, boy. Boy. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. What else is shaking, folks? What is shaking with Yo Mama's bacon? We are now a third of the way through August. Summer is winding down all of a sudden. A little crazy, isn't it? BW, why do you get triggered so easily? You mean by the person that's been stalking me for nearly a year now? Oh, your message is gone. I would have read more, but your message is gone. Yeah, look at me. Look at my reaction. I'm so triggered. Folks, somebody please take my blood pressure. I think I'm about to faint from the overabundance of being triggered right now. Well, to answer your question, which I didn't even have a chance to read because that's how quickly you get bounced these days. Again, I would ask, why are you still here? Look around you, dude. I'm calling the game. There's nothing to be triggered about. You show up asking why am I triggered. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, dude. You have no argument anymore. None of it makes sense. But thanks for stopping by. Continue to use my real name, by the way, folks. In case you weren't aware, most of you may not be, but that name that's still in the chat, that is my actual birth name. Actually, there's an N. Steven Rothgeb. Middle name Taylor, if that helps you more. Again, you idiot. Do you think I'm somehow, like, upset or nervous that you post my real name? It means nothing, bro. Is that supposed to be intimidating? It's not working. What else would you like to know about my personal life, buddy? Folks, we're back underway. Keishel is at the plate. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. Rogers, with his 21st pitch of the night, has the plate, but it's a little bit low with the changeup. The count 2-2. He's good. And I love that how whenever he shows up, like every comment now has to be like maximum characters used because he knows he's got like one comment to get out before getting bounced by somebody. So he has to put it all in caps, and he's got to cram as much as he can into one comment because he knows that's all he's got. Called strike 3. Keishel wanted to go to first base. He will challenge this call, and he's going to win it. That pitch was low, and on a full count, Keishel, with the help from the ABS challenge system, gets a walk. A leadoff walk here for the Twins. All right. I do apologize for even giving you the time of day there for a minute. Here's switch hitting third baseman Brooks Lee. He'll take a backdoor cutter for a called strike. Lee's hitting .240, 17 homers, 61 driven in, with a .714 OPS. Folks, I don't want to shock you, but Brooks Lee, better than Gunnar Henderson. Those numbers, all better than Gunnar. Maybe one less homer, but that's about it. One and one the count. Swing and a foul ball left side, 1-2. I just overheard Kevin Brown, and it sounds, at least for this start, good information. That is, Lee doesn't really hit lefties all that well. He does hit righties as a lefty hitter a whole lot better. Hopefully Rogers can handle him here. And then with 2 more games left with a couple of righty starters, hopefully Lee's not going to hurt us there either. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Low, 2-2. Hey, it's Rhino. Why don't I cover the WNBA? Because it's a bunch of malarkey, Rhino. It's a bunch of malarkey that I can't actually define or articulate into words. I just have to vaguely say it's a bunch of malarkey. And so I refuse to cover the WNBA. I hope that answers your question. How you doing, Rhino? We got a 2-2 count. Runner at first. Nobody out. The pitch to Lee. Swung on. That's hit hard to left. That ball's down for a base hit. Throw comes in towards third. Runner stopping at second. 2 on with nobody out. Nearly a carbon copy of the first inning here. Rogers got out of that jam when Martin singled and Jeffers walked. I'm sorry, Martin doubled and Jeffers walked to start the first inning. This inning starts with a walk and now a single to put runners at first and second. Nobody out, and here is Culpepper. First pitch outside for ball 1. Kalen Culpepper. He's had only a handful at bats, I would assume. Just 1 RBI, hitting .200. Rogers hits the knee-high inside corner with a changeup to even up the count at a ball and a strike. Bunch of lesbians. Brad, what are we doing? What are we doing, Brad? Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. It's the Charm City chat, folks. Not the, hey, let me make a fool of myself like it's a social media Twitter page chat. This pitch is high. The count is 2-2. .33 pitches at the moment for Rogers, looking for his first out here in the second. We got a double play to help in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Now we get a strikeout to help here in the second. First out for Rogers.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Now the double play part of this equation. And we got a candidate coming up here for it. Victor Caratini, catcher / first baseman, not a fast man. Let's get a ground ball. Pitch inside for ball one. Caratini hitting .228. 7 homers, 37 driven in. All right. Fouled away on the left side to even it up at a ball and a strike. Folks, 16 likes gets us to triple digits. And we got about 100 people here yet to hit the like button. I know we can do this. I know it. I can feel it. The 1-1 from Rogers. That one's fouled back. Strike 2. Fastball at 96. Hello, first lass. Good to be seen. What is up with you? Did we get a rollover on the odometer tonight already? Or is that from yesterday? 5650. All right, 1-2 on Caratini. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he went after the high cheese. Came up with nothing.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
All right. After 2 on, nobody out, there are now 2 down. And the number 9 batter, Kremer, looks at a pitch off the plate outside for ball 1. Now the real test, retiring the number 9 man. The Orioles' Achilles heel. Hell, it's been their Achilles lower leg. Pitch off the plate, 2-0. We fall behind the number 9 man. 2 balls, no strikes. 40 pitches now for Rogers. Here in the second inning. The 2-0. Not even close. Ball 3. Folks, why? Why? We got a rollover. Fantastic. Welcome in new subscribers. 3-0 the count. The pitch. There is a strike. Kremer taking all the way. Yep. Pitch count for Rogers, typically 15 or less per inning. He's now averaging at least 21 through the first 2 here. 3-1, swung on, fouled away, and the count is full. Come on, Rogers. One more good pitch. Come on. Pretty please with sugar on top. Get us out of this inning, folks. The runners are going to be off on the pitch. Here it is. Swung on, popped up, out of play. We will do it again. Oh, boy. Pitch number 45 coming up. You know, for the Twins still being in the hunt, this is a pretty low-ass crowd turnout tonight. 3-2 pitch. A little check swing roller to short. Gunnar charges it, throws off balance in time, and the Orioles get out of it. Back-to-back innings, the Twins had 2 on, nobody out, and Rogers works out of it. The Twins strand 2 runners here, and at the end of 2, there's still no score. Way to go, Trevor. We love you here, buddy.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day.
Are there things that make you angry?
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Folks, we've passed 100 likes. Thank you so much for helping out. We got over 200 people here. Keep on trucking. But thanks.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
And might I also suggest, if you're watching and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, to give that a chance too. It's free. 5,650 something bird watchers. How could they be wrong? They're here. They're no worse for the wear. There really is nothing you can lose, folks. For whatever reason, if you're not fully satisfied with just having a YouTube channel that you can access for free for live Orioles play-by-play coverage and a community that continues to grow to follow it along with, yeah, that's pretty much what you're risking. Nothing. It's a big old risk-free scenario. Give it a thought. Let's get those subscribers closer to 6K. Folks, the Orioles will have the bottom of the order coming up. Mayo, Cowser, and Narvaez. The 3 C's. Kobe, Colton, and Carlos. 3 C's. Sounds like my report card. What happened to the game here? You're going to make me restart the game? You're going to make me miss the pitch? What are you doing to me? All right. I ain't missing nothing. We got Kobe Mayo striding up to the plate right now. Kremer versus Mayo. Oddly enough, the original title to the early 80s movie Kremer versus Kramer, they decided to switch the title at the last minute. But the working title during production was actually Kremer versus Mayo. It's a little-known fact. There's a called strike, a cutter right on the edge, and Kremer has gotten ahead of Mayo 0-2. Kremer, first time through this order. No Orioles been able to do anything off of him yet. It's not your typical, well, we need to see him one time through the order to get an idea. The Orioles have an idea. It's Dean Kremer. Here's a ground ball to short. And winding up and throwing a strike to first base is Culpepper. That is the first out here. The Orioles have now gone 0 for 7 off of Kremer. Oh, boy. Folks, it might be time to call upon a friend earlier than I would have wanted to, as Colton Cowser steps to the plate. He takes a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Folks, I think this needs to happen. I can't sit here and wait, folks. I mean, we need some help. The 1-0 pitch, another curve. This one will get the zone. The count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Hat, not wasting time tonight. 1-1 to Cowser. Swing and a miss. Kremer is really hitting his spots. That splitter is starting at the bottom of the zone and then dropping below. If he's throwing that slider, it's starting in the zone and then breaking slightly off. Fastballs on the edges. I mean, where was this 2 starts ago? Swing and a miss. Back-to-back splitters. Back-to-back swings and misses by Cowser. He strikes out. Okay, the Hat. Can we just have a do-over here? I mean, that was... Folks, that didn't count. I'm not sure what that was. I was just beta testing. There. Now it means now. Now the results will come flying in. There's strike 1 to Narvaez. Oh, God. Boy. 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. 2 strikes, 2 out. I mean, have we even had like a 2-1 count yet tonight? The 0-2 from Kremer to Narvaez. He kicks, he deals, and that one not close. More of those, please. I mean, can we at least get our custom home run ball, our customary homer off of Dino? They're pitch outside. Count even a 2-2. Come on, Narvaez. Let's start a 2-out rally. The 2-2 pitch. That one is going to be challenged, and I think the Twins are going to end the inning on another successful challenge attempt. That one looked like it scraped the top of the zone. It did. And the inning is over. Narvaez strikes out looking, and the Orioles are 9 up, 9 down to start the ball game. The game is a third over. Blink, and he's going to go 9 up, 9 down, and now we're going to the 7th inning. Folks, hello, wake up! Oh, my God. Wake up. Unbelievable.
Orioles.
Who was that pitching for Minnesota?
Orioles. Orioles.
Bad. Is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad. Ah, boy. What can we do, folks?
What was that? It was bad. It had nothing. No fire, no energy, no nothing.
Only the hat. The hat. I don't know. Did I call upon him too early? Or do we need more than just hat magic at this point? I might need a whole wardrobe. Jersey, pants, socks, cleats, a mitt. Hey, folks, don't miss that 90s post-game concert coming up Friday, August 21st. Or a bunch of out-of-work musicians desperate to get on a stage will perform after the ball game. We go to the bottom of the third, scoreless. It is the top of the order for the Twins. Austin Martin takes outside for ball 1. Striking up a lucky, Hank? That sounds like a fine idea. Here's a ball hit out to left. That ball's traveling. That ball is gone. Dropped by an Oriole fan in the first row. 1-0 Twins on a solo shot to left by Austin Martin. Yeah, where's that lucky? Facing Dean Kremer, who can't help but give up home runs. He gives them out like Tic Tacs. We can't even get a base runner off of him. But Rogers, who's actually given up less homers than Dino, even though Dino's pitched 40-something innings and Rogers has pitched about 70 additional innings, has given up less homers. We give up the home run ball. Okay. Here is Jeffers. He looks at a strike after ball one. 1-1 the count. My, oh my. I need a lucky break.
I mean, you know I'm a lucky strike man from way back, so.
Check swing, they appeal. Jeffers didn't go. The count is 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That one missed. Rogers is not hitting his spots tonight. That command is not where it normally has been. This is looking more like the April, early May version of Rogers so far tonight. He's had at least 2 base runners in the first 2 innings and then a leadoff homer here in the third. He's up to 52 pitches, having only collected 6 outs. This is not the Rogers of late. Here's an inside-out swing and a nice stop by Alonso, playing far off the first base bag. His defensive positioning saves a hit here. He will take it to the bag for an unassisted putout, 1 away in the bottom of the third. You want more bucket talk, Alan? You talking about Mike Elias's famous bucket analogy? This ball swung on and fouled off to the left side by Royce Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 1. Every time I'm thinking about buckets, I only can think of the Bozo Show and trying to win that Schwinn bicycle. This pitch is fouled away. 0-2 on Lewis. One, two, three, four, five. Perfect, George. You got 6 buckets. Folks, I'm going to give you advice. Aim for bucket 6. Get you a Schwinn bicycle. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's reached for and fouled behind the plate. We'll do it again. A remix with John Madden. What are we remixing? You got one bucket is a sell bucket, and you got another bucket, a buy bucket, 2 buckets. That is a swing and a miss, folks. We got a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Strikeout for Rogers. Here's Josh Bell. First pitch. Low for ball 1. A changeup. Buckets. 1-0 pitch. That one's lifted in the air to center. Backing up is Cowser. Looks like he's got room. Just enough. He's on the warning track in dead center field, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. It's a much quicker inning of work for Rogers. He needed an inning like this. But there's one problem. The Twins scored in the inning. A quick inning, but an inning where we give up a run. Oh, it wasn't all that quick. What am I talking about? He's up to 59 pitches now. It's 1-0 Twins after 3. I got to admit, I'm losing my mind over here. I am losing my damn mind. Folks, is it okay for me to get drunk on air? When do we have our next afternoon game? Wednesday? I just want to get hammered. Who's pitching Wednesday? I'll do it Harry Carey style. A tribute to the late Harry Carey. It's it's Boz versus Matthews. Well, he needs run support. He can't get that. How about some... You can't spell drunk without R-U-N. How about some drunk support? I'm going to help out Shane Boz on Wednesday. Just get smashed on stream. Folks, what should the drink of choice be? I got to think economically here. Something I can't sit here and just do Jell-O shots. I'll pass out by the second inning. I need a nice, steady, slow and steady drink. There's an Oriole fan, older gentleman wearing a giant fireman's helmet. That thing's got to weigh like 8 pounds on his head. He's looking good, though. All right, folks, we're back underway. Gunnar Henderson with an 0-1 count as the Orioles look for their first base runner of the night. Pitch called a strike. That's inside. Gunnar's going to challenge. Good. He's going to win this. Damn this ump. Pitch was off the plate. Give me the B bag.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
All right. The 1-1. Gunnar with a foul ball behind the plate. Spice says Voodoo Ranger. Voodoo Ranger, shaking that ass and giving me danger. Little play off of an old song by Ween. We got any Ween fans here? That should be... What happened to my game? 1-2 count on Gunnar, and they just kicked me off the damn page. Are you going to make me do this again? Watch me miss a Gunnar homer. Come on, man. Okay, 2-2 now? 2-2 to Gunnar, folks. Ugh. Come on. What's going on here? What happened? Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Folks, hang in there. I'm getting the old spinning circle thing here. Is it still Gunnar up there? It is. Pitch. That is high, but it's going to be challenged by the Twins. Let's see what happens here. It is not high. That is a ball. Or I'm sorry, it's not a strike that the Twins thought it was. So they lose a challenge. They have one left. Here comes the full count pitch to Gunnar. It's outside. It's ball 4. We have our first base runner of the night, folks, leading off the 4th inning. Second trip through the order, already better than the first.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Voodoo Ranger. I don't know if that's available out here my way. Folks, it's Pete Alonso. Let's go. Catcher setting up on the outside there. Pitch is up. Ball 1 to Alonso.
A polar bear stirs.
Gunnar at first. Nobody out. 1 run ball game. First base runner. Now Orioles need their first hit. There's a curveball outside, 2-0. A rare 2-0 count from Kremer. Let's do something.
A polar bear stirs.
I see a window opening. Let's... Come on, that's borderline blue. That looked low and or away. And it was. Blue, you screwed us again.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the beast! Ah! Open my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
It should be 3-0. Now it's 3-1. This pitch nowhere near. Neck high to Alonso. 3-1 count. It should be ball 4 with runners at first and second, nobody out. But maybe Alonso can give us something better than that with this hitter's count right here. 3-1. Swing and a miss, and he chased ball 4. My goodness. Pete. Come on, buddy. I think you got to send Gunnar on this pitch. 3-2 on Alonso. The pitch. Swung on. Grounded toward third. Gunnar was off, and that will avoid a double play. Sending Gunnar on that pitch. It's a ground out 5-3 for Alonso. Gunnar in scoring position, though, and a couple of chances to knock in the tying run, starting with Jackson Holiday. Let's go. Trying to get buzzed and maybe pass out after. Me pass out? First pitch curveball hits the top of the zone for a strike to Jackson Holiday. He fouled out his first time up. Clutch spot. We need a hit. Drive Gunnar in. 0-1 pitch. That one's a little tapper in front of the catcher. Dino's going to pick it up, and the throw is not in time. Holiday will beat it out. Oh, that young speed coming big, coming through big time right here. Gunnar now at third, Holiday at first, still only one out, a chance for the Orioles to at least tie the ball game right here. I tell you what, Holiday was nearly out of the running line there. You could tell he was leaning toward the infield side of that first base line to try to make it a tougher throwing lane for Dino. That's a veteran move there by Holiday. It wasn't so much to draw enough attention or be called out for doing what he did, but he definitely was as far left as you can be. Folks, it's strike one on Tyler O'Neill. And now a cutter low and away makes it a ball and a strike.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
We need contact. We need a ball out of the infield. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. O'Neill got a challenge fastball in the zone, and he could not get to it. It's not a big crowd, but who's here making noise with 2 strikes? The pitch. Swung on. That is a little ball hit toward Buck Britton in the third base coach box. Holiday looked like he took off from first base on that pitch. He'll go back to first. Gunnar still at third. Plenty of speed out there. Got to put the ball in play. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. There goes Holiday, and now they're going to have him caught up. We're going to score a run and trade it for a double play. Holiday holds up, trying to avoid a tag before Gunnar breaking home would score. So, again, Holiday did the right thing. Unfortunately, the Orioles couldn't execute and put the ball in play. But a double play in exchange for a tying run, I guess you'll just have to take it for now and move ahead, folks. It's a run on the board, but it's a double play run to end the inning. 1-1 ball game, folks. going into the bottom of the fourth. What is going on here? Bet the account? What? Okay. Folks, please try to remain charming in the Charm City chat. If the mods give you a warning, I would probably listen in on it. That would be my advice. Folks, we got well over 200 people here. More than 100 people than we have likes, which means 100 of you could help out right now. And I don't even expect 100. But 22 of you would get us to 150 likes. That's where we're at. If you haven't already done it, please take a moment and hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. I promise you it's not a waste of your time. You're helping somebody out. That's never a waste of time. You're helping out a community here. It would really be nice for you to do that. Right. Do I check out the scoreboard? Again, there aren't too many games tonight to be following. It's a lighter schedule night here tonight. It is still... Nope, the Blue Jays have taken a lead. That's actually not good. 1-0 Toronto over Boston. That's in the top of the sixth now. Here's a ground ball foul as we're underway here with our game. Keishel fouls one off first base side and looks like he needs to go grab a new bat. There's only two other games currently in progress. The Mets have a 7-2 lead in Atlanta, and the Phillies are up 2-0 in St. Louis. 4 teams, all in the National League. None of them really have any, we don't have much interest in those scores, do we? All right, 1-1 now, the count on Keishel. And Rogers' changeup is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. That ball hit Keishel on the foot, apparently. Unbelievable. A breaking pitch. It looked like a sweeper. Slowly breaking across the plate down and in. The umpire, though, with his back to the plate, looking into one of the dugouts. Not sure if somebody was thinking about a challenge. It looks like the call will stand. It's a hit batter and a leadoff man on again for the Twins. Tough night for Rogers. Now he's hitting batters. Brooks Lee takes ball 1. He had a single his first time up. Fouled away. 1-1 the count. Can't keep getting these leadoff men on. Can't keep averaging 2 base runners an inning. We saw Povich didn't really have his best stuff in his last start, and he got away with it for first couple of innings. And then eventually you hit that landmine. There's a good backdoor sweeper for strike 2. Good pitch there from Rogers. Lee had given up on it, thought it would never be a strike, and it broke back. 1-2 the count. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch number 67 of the night from Rogers. We'll have to wait. He checks on the runner at first. Rogers has earned a longer rope than Povich. I don't know anybody who would argue otherwise. Of course. I mean, the guy was a runner-up Cy Young guy last year. Povich. Here's a ball. What happened here? I got to be honest with you. This ball was put in play. The Orioles come up with nothing. And I don't even know what happened. I'm going to have to rewatch this play. Pete Alonso definitely involved. A ball was hit to the right side. My apologies. I'm going to have to watch whatever happened here. What happened? Or is it a foul ball? It's a foul ball. Oh, Alonso was fielding it as it was along the foul line, but they call it foul. I think we caught a break there. The count will remain a ball and 2 strikes on Brooks Lee. And now a high fastball makes it 2-2. I feel like we got away with something there, but I only saw one angle, but it looked like he fielded it fair. Or maybe he did and then tapped a bag for an out, and he thought we got wronged. But he didn't field it cleanly. It bounced off his glove. I don't know what happened. Full count. Payoff pitch. Swung on. Hit in the air to left. That ball's in the gap. That ball's going to drop in. Cowser fires towards second base. It bounces in there. Holiday unable to field it cleanly. It's going to go down as a double, and now the Twins have second and third and nobody out. My, oh my. Okay. There's an unexpected comment. Fully written and prepared about a second and a half after calling the double. Pitch is fouled back by Culpepper. He is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. The Orioles have the infield in. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. It wouldn't have anything to do with a certain bet on 6 strikeouts, would it? Fly ball to left center field, shallow, and a lunging catch made by Beavers. He'll throw toward third base. A run will come in to score. The Twins have taken the lead back on a sacrifice fly by Culpepper. It's 2-1. That's the first out of the inning with a runner still at second base. Folks, lovely. Here's Victor Caratini. Did that hit him? Caratini is hit by a pitch. Second hit batter of the inning. Puts runners at first and second with 1 out. What is up with Rogers? Have we had a mound meeting yet? Think now would be a good time. It's the number 9 batter coming up, and here's Drew French. Okay, finally. The Orioles are listening. Folks, this has been a pretty ugly game to watch so far. But it is just a 1-run game, and we're still in the first half of this game. Not been a good night so far for Rogers. But at least in terms of the scoreboard, it's not yet a disaster. We're trying to walk a line here. He's about to throw his 75th pitch. It's looking like even if he can settle down, he might not give us more than 5 innings tonight. But right now, he's in another spot where runners on base and outs to get. This could be one here. Popped up. Alonso, foul ground. Lots of foul ground here. And he almost overran it. He makes the catch for the second out. That is into the stands, I'd say, in probably about 3 out of 4 ballparks in the league, but lots of foul ground in that little spot where Alonso wound up to get that second out. Cam Sanders is up in the Oriole bullpen. Sanders was just called up to replace Cade Povich. The Orioles going with just the 4 starters until Povich's turn comes up again. And because of that move, I think it's safe to assume that we'll see Chris Bassett called up on that start day, and then Sanders or somebody else sent back down. Martin at the plate for the third time. Here's a snap throw after an 0-1 pitch by Narvaez over to first. The runner is back safe there. 2-1 Twins in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down, first and second. Martin 2 for 2 already with a home run. Takes low for ball 2. Rogers asks for a new baseball. Closing in on 80 pitches. The 2-1 is a breaking ball. That one's hammered to left, but it's going to be caught by Beavers on the warning track. Man, did Rogers get away with that. That ball hung out there. The batter pulled it, and just by being on the outer half of the plate, that's probably what prevented that ball from hitting the stands and pretty much ending hopes of coming back. Folks, that's the end of the inning. Rogers has labored here tonight. He might not even come out to pitch the 5th. As again, the Orioles already have the bullpen working. He's through 4 innings now, 79 pitches, 45 strikes, 34 balls, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. G.E. Wilson with a super chat says, mound meeting actually worked. Can you believe it? I know. The Orioles. Hey, speaking of mound meetings, the White Sox, they made a big mistake. Over the weekend, I saw a video about this. Their manager, I think, is Will Venable. They had a starter whose name I can't remember out there in the first inning, and he had already given up a run, but, you know, he's the starting pitcher, first inning. So early, he went out for a mound visit, and then the manager, not the pitching coach, the manager came out for a second visit in that first inning, either completely forgetting he'd already made a visit or not understanding that a second visit would mean you'd have to force the pitcher out of the game. But that's what happened. They had to yank their starter in the first. Even Tony Mansolino wouldn't pull that. That was pretty bad. Folks, we are ready for the top of the 5th. The Orioles now back down a run. We'll start with Leody Taveras at the plate. He takes low. Oh, that's low, I think. By the way, it's Dylan Beavers at the plate. Masson had listed Taveras' name.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Taveras is due up next in the inning, and that is strike 2. Kremer hits the edge, belt high on the outside corner. Dino's pitch count is doing just fine. And this one is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Folks, you've reached 150 likes. Let me say thank you for that.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Thanks, everybody, for helping out there. Pitch low. Count is even up. 2-2. Holiday in that double steal attempt with 1 out. O'Neill had struck out on the pitch, so that was out number 2. If Holiday had just simply slid into second base, there was a chance he would have been called out for the 3rd out of the inning before Gunnar, who was already breaking for home, would have crossed. So Holiday basically stopped and got into a pickle in order to guarantee the Orioles to score the 1 run and at least come away with that, which they did. And then he was tagged out. So Holiday didn't really do anything wrong there, surely. Beaver struck out here, folks. That is the first out of the inning. Here's Leody Taveras. First pitch curveball is in for a strike from Kremer.
Oh, come on, let's dance. First day of Christmas, second day.
The 0-1. Over the plate but low. A splitter from Kremer. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one just kissing the outside corner. I'll tell you what, Kremer is showing very good command tonight. The Oriole hitters still need to do better than they have because it's not really great stuff. He's just hitting his spots, and the Orioles are watching a lot of called strikes. They need to go after those borderline pitches, and if it's on the outside, you got to take it the other way. If it's up, try to get to it. Just don't try to pop it up. If it's low, just try to hit it on the ground, I guess. Here's a ground ball foul. Still a 1-2 to Taveras. Damn Beavers, or is it a Beaver Dam? I see what you did there. I see what you did. What song are you bashed at karaokeing? Bashed? When have I been publicly beaten for a particular song? Line drive. That's not a line drive. That's a 1-hopper to first. And Caratini will field it himself. Unassisted put out by the Twins' first baseman. Taveras is retired, 2 down. $2 for the cuss jar. Okay, first last. You didn't have to do that. But that is at least a token of something that you're not trying to be a troublemaker. First, last, you'll get used to it. First of all, I'm going to occasionally swear. It's going to happen. Mayo with a hard swing and a foul ball for strike 1. Secondly, if a game or a particular moment late or something goes absolutely terribly, me, the mods, we understand. Everybody deserves a chance to vent and get their frustrations out. And sometimes 4-letter words they're therapeutic. When we get to those moments in these games, we let everybody know. Sound off whatever you're feeling. You can go ahead and say, just be good to each other. 0-2 to Mayo. He reaches out well off the plate to foul that one away. Still 0-2. So again, there's no really hard, fast rules around here. We have sort of rules that have some flexibility to them. But when the mods, when they intervene, you got to just go with their judgment. Here's a ground ball to third base. Mayo will be thrown out, and this inning is over. Folks, this game is half over. Orioles offense is struggling. We have 1 run on the board, and we have 1 hit off of Dean Kremer through 5 innings. 1 hit off of Dino. 1. That is, let's see, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. That is 1 for 15. 1 for 15 off of Dean Kremer. 2 for 15 is awful. 3 for 15 is bad. 4 for 15 is getting into acceptable territory. 5 for 15 is probably where we should be. We got 1 stinking hit. 1 stinking hit. Folks, Toronto now up 2-0 on Boston. That's now in the 7th inning. Let me tell you about tomorrow. Game 2 of this series, folks. You got Brandon Young going up against Bailey Ober. No relation to former game show host from the MTV's Remote Control, Ken Ober. It's Bailey Ober. Young versus Ober. This game starts same time as tonight's, 7:40, first pitch Eastern. Coverage will begin at 7:20 here on the channel. Trade curse. Trade curse. Might be. Wait till we go to Tampa. We've got some people we've traded there, you know. Like Brian, I've set the record for most consecutive saves in Rays franchise history, Baker. And who else went over there? Can I borrow a feeling? Don't you want more than a feeling, Hank? When you hear that old song play, isn't it more than a feeling? Folks, Ryan Jeffers has a count of 0-2 leading off for the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. And it's Cam Sanders out on the mound now. Trevor Rogers is done. Cam Sanders called up today. Remember, he had that brief call-up where in back-to-back games he notched a save and then a win. Ground ball to Gunnar in the hole at short. It's going to take a good throw. It bounces to Pete, and it gets there in time. 1 away. A planned one-hop throw there by Gunnar to retire Jeffers for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. You'll be at the game. Which one there, GE? There's 4 of them coming up. I'm not looking forward to 4 straight games in that dark, dank, lifeless ballpark. I can tolerate 3 games in a row watching and calling, but man, 4. That is rough. 1-0 on Royce Lewis. This ball's lifted to left field. It's shallow. That ball's going to fall in perfectly in left center field for Lewis. A 1-out single. Not hit hard at all, but hit where nobody was. Game 1. All right. So that would be the Thursday night game. Oh, no, that's still a Friday night. Wait, what is it? What the hell is it? Oh, wait a minute. We have an off day between... Oh, so it's a Friday through Monday series, and we have off this Thursday? We have off after Game 3 of this series? Is that right? I just assumed it was 10 straight days on the road. Folks, it's Josh Bell now batting left-handed. He takes strike 2. It's 0-2 already on Bell. Thursdays, I did not realize. Okay. All right. I could use it. I was thinking a long stretch without an off day. Bell with a ground ball to second base. Holiday flips it to Gunnar. Back to first. That was too softly hit for even a slow runner like Josh Bell to get doubled up. It'll be a fielder's choice. The return throw late. 2 down with a runner at first here for the Twins. Trade curse. Trade curse.
Trades from the crypt. He wanted her, but he couldn't cadaver.
Here's Luke Keeschel. I want to know the count. Next pitch inside, 2-0. I love a good horror-themed pun. Two down, runner at first. The 2-0. In on the hands and popped up. Holiday going out will make the catch in shallow right center. The inning is over. Sanders comes in and pitches a scoreless 5th. Rogers' day we know is over. On to the 6th inning, folks. The Twins have a 2-1 lead. Can't believe we looked this bad against Kremer. I got to be honest. As much as I tell you folks to be a little more positive, try to hang in there. I mean, I'm not trying to make anybody silent about fair criticism, but in terms of approaching every game, you want to try to root this team on to win. But I got to tell you, if you ask me, am I surprised that Dean Kremer has basically shut this offense down? No. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not reveling in it. I'm just feeling even more not happy. But yeah, I kind of had a feeling. One pitcher versus a collection of 9 hitters, right? If the one pitcher can figure out what to do to get things working, that's all you need. That's one variable. You fix it, and you're in better shape. Versus, say, 9 guys and their ability to hit all coming together. I don't know. Chilo came up with vampire puns, but they all suck. I'm not sure if your vampire jokes are a good reflection of your sense of humor. See what I did there? Reflection, because they can't mirrors and... All right, I'm going to move on now. First pitch popped up by Cowser to center field. It's going to carry all the way to the track, but he has made an out on one pitch. As Kremer is now through 5 1/3 on 72 pitches. No bueno. Here's Narvaez. I do need to find a button for this man. This guy has less buttons than the Amish. See, because they don't wear buttons. Folks, I like it when I explain my jokes. What happened to my ashtray? First pitch to Narvaez is out. Oh, it's a called strike on the outside edge. 0-1. Narvaez is 0 for 1. Gunnar will come up to hit next in the inning with only 1 out. Fouled straight back, 0-2. What happened? I've been here the whole time. I don't know. To hell with it. The 0-2 pitch. Look at that tailing sinker come back and kiss the outside edge for a called strike 3. A perfect pitch from Kremer. He is really rubbing it in. He's like, this is what I can do when I'm on. You remember this? You remember this, folks? What a perfect pitch. Really nothing Narvaez or even a much better hitter could do with that. 2 down, nobody on for Gunnar. And first pitch here is a splitter that drops a little low. Ball 1. I mean, we're not helping. Again, I think Kremer's pitching very well, but at the same time, we should have more offense than this. He's making us look bad more than we're making him look good. Here's a ground ball to second base. This should end the inning. Henderson's retired, and that'll do it here. Gunnar is 0 for 2 with a walk. His average now is down to 212. 212 for our leadoff hitter. Folks, we go now to the bottom of the 6th. Dino's only thrown 78 pitches. He might come out for a 7th inning. Bottom of the 6th, coming up in a minute. I'm going to step away and stretch my legs, folks. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Think about it, all right? Be right back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when
folks. I think it's time to go somewhere I've never gone before. We'll see in the next half inning. Let's first get 3 outs here. Cam Sanders still on the mound. First pitch strike to Brooks Lee. Switch hitter now batting from the left side, already 2 for 2. From what is apparently his weaker right side. The count now a ball and a strike on Lee. That's right, folks. I got a plan. Swing and a foul at the plate, 1-2. What was Henderson's average before appearing on the video game cover versus after? Better. Much, much better. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's a ball hit on the ground to third. Picked up. Nope. Dropped by Mayo. Picked up again, and they still got him. They're going to replay that. That was bang, bang. Alonso once again bailing out Mayo. Mayo once again having trouble fielding the ball cleanly or throwing it cleanly. But he is still able to get the out here. Alonso, full stretch. It doesn't appear anyone's going to challenge this. So the call stands, no problem. One away, here's Culpepper, strike one. He was really out. Time for some Mitch Hedberg impressions. All right. Folks, I bought a 2-bedroom house, but it's really up to me how many bedrooms there are, isn't it? This bedroom has an oven in it. This bedroom's got a bunch of people sitting around watching TV. This bedroom is AKA a hallway. 0-2 to Culpepper. Popped up. Out of play. Well, it bounces off the back screen. Still 0-2. This bedroom's over in that guy's house. Sir, you have one of my bedrooms. 0-2 again, another foul ball. Culpepper had a sac fly his last time. There's a called strike three.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down. Sanders with a slider. It was in the zone all the way in. This pitch has popped up. First sweat pitch on Caratini to left field. Beavers with the catch, and this inning is quickly over. Cam Sanders doing a nice job to keep the score where it is. He has gone 2 innings here of 1 hit ball, no walks, 22 pitches to get through 2 innings. Maybe he should have started. Folks, we go to the 7th inning now. It's the Twins 2, the Orioles 1. When I was a kid, I used to lay down in my twin bed and wonder where my brother was. Yep, that's a good one. I walked by a dry cleaner at 3 a.m. and there was a sign that says, "Sorry, we're closed." Oh, man, you don't have to be sorry. It's 3 a.m. and you're a dry cleaner. It would be ridiculous of me to expect you to be open. I'm not going to come by at 10 o'clock and say, "Hey, I walked by at 3 and you were closed." Somebody owes me an apology. Folks, I got more. This shirt is dry clean only, which means it's dirty. All right, dry clean. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. All right. Folks, if you want to be a fish stick, you have to have really good posture, or else you'll be a fish clump. All right, we've got Pete Alonso leading off for us, folks.
A polar bear stirs.
Let's go. Kremer is going to start a 7th inning against us. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Okay. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Make it 2-0. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Come on, folks. Will the real Dean Kremer please show up? 3-0 pitch. Right down the chute. Down a run. I wouldn't have mind giving Alonso the green light there, but he took it. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Will it drop? Right center field. I say popped up. That ball carries all the way to the edge of the warning track. And right center. Alonso flies out, 1 away. This is now the longest outing of the season for Dean Kremer. Just happens to be against us. Mike Elias. What say you? Jackson Holiday. First pitch is a high strike. Grayson had his best start against us as well. This pitch is popped up by Holiday to center field, backing up a couple of steps and making the catch. And center is Kreidler for the second out. This is ridiculous. He is 1 out away from 7 innings of 1-run ball. He has not gone 7 complete innings in about a full calendar year. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. Do not go visit Dr. Acula. Rico Garcia is up in the Oriole bullpen. Swing and a miss. Chasing that one off the plate. It's 0-2. Dean Yamamoto with an 0-2 count. The pitch does not get a chase on this slider. 1-2. '89th pitch of the night. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Right back to that cutter off the plate outside. Every pitch was off the plate outside to O'Neill. He strikes out. 7th inning stretch. Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right, well, we got that tradition out of the way. I got to step away for a minute. Folks, I forgot to go to my my backup plan. I guess it'll have to wait to the 8th inning. Oh, no.
He met a strange friend in the
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
Folks, party at the yard. Rico Garcia is on the pitch for Baltimore. This is his 55th appearance. ERA right now at 2.90. He's looking at a bunt attempt on the first pitch by Kremer. He fouls it behind strike one. The 9-1-2 batters due up here for the Twins. Kremer is 0 for 2. Sausages. Sausages. That commercial. Pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, thanks for throwing those cakes up in the chat. Jeff Hoffman, who was acquired during the trade window by the Twins, is throwing in the bullpen for him right now. Might be it for Kremer. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and Holiday will get to it, but no chance for a play. By the time he had backhanded it, he was into the outfield grass on the shortstop side of the bag. It'll be an infield hit for the number 9 guy, Kremer. Number 9 guy getting his. We wouldn't have it any other way, would we? Another leadoff man on for the Twins tonight. The fact that this is a 1-run game, we should be ecstatic. Here's a bunt now gotten down, and Narvaez will pick it up, throw to first, and it goes all the way down to right field. It'll put runners at second and third for the Twins with nobody out, and the nonsense continues. There's our defensive catcher, Narvaez, throwing the ball away.
Big buck, stop it all.
Folks, here's Ryan Jeffers. First pitch is low for ball 1. Nobody out. Second and third for the Twins. Jeffers 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch fouled away, 1-1. Folks, we are 21 likes away from 200, and we better hurry up and hit that goal before some folks head for the exits if this inning gets ugly. It's already starting to look that way. Doesn't have to be that way, but it's starting that way. 1-1 pitch. That is hit through the hole of the drawn-in infield into left field. 1 run is in. Here comes another. It's a 2-run single for Jeffers. 4-1 Twins. Well, folks, Chilo has made it known that the game is over, so everyone can leave. Mound meeting for the Orioles. Oh, wait, there's still people here? Hi, everybody. Albanese is on the bullpen phone, wondering where Tyler Wells is, I guess. Royce Lewis is up. 1 for 3 with a single his last time. Hello, Alan. Four to 1 Twins. One runner at first with nobody out. And inside ball 1, a slider tried to hit the front door. It missed. Grant Wolfram is up in the Oriole pen. That one's over the plate but low. 2-0. Folks, how's everybody's collective blood pressure right now? 2 balls, no strikes. Outside, 3-0. Oh, boy. Misery loves company. Speaking of misery, is anybody good at hobbling? I could use a little hobbling right now. There's a strike, 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch. In on the hands, fouled again, full count. They reach 5. I might have to leave. No. If we hold them at 4, you'll tune in for the next inning. If they get to 5, you're Dunsky. All right. All right. That is what's on the line. Here comes the payoff pitch to Lewis, ball 4. That pushes the runner at first to second base, and there's still nobody out. Rico Garcia has not recorded an out. Whoops. Folks, don't fret. The Orioles will be giving away another hat on the next homestand. Rico Garcia is now exiting the ball game with Grant Wolfram coming out. The Orioles tonight have 1 hit. My goodness. Well, it might be too late, but I'm going to have to do it now if we have even a sliver of a chance, folks. This is not going to have the kind of impact I wanted, but look, I've gone to the hat, and what has happened? Nothing good. So now I have to go further. It's time to go over the top. Over the top. Come on. Come on. Who wants some? Urgh. BW's going over the top. It's an unprecedented move here on the BirdWatcher Channel. Never before in channel history has BW gone over the top.
Yeah, I turned it on. It's like a switch. It's like a switch, I just turn the hat around, and the next thing you know, it's like a switch.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready to see how this works? Oh, God. More channel history. And the man wrote the hat backwards. I like it. Hey, we still have a 3% chance, folks. Come on, buck up. Josh Bell is at the plate. First pitch, way outside, ball 1. Bell is 0 for 3. He hit into a double play his first time. Fielder's choice last time. We need a ground ball again. Pitch not close. 2-0.
It's like a switch.
By the way, I just realized it's time for that light switch. Getting too much pink. This ball's hit high into the air. Foul.
Yeah.
What was the stupid song in that movie? I need to know the song from Over the Top. Bell gets into one to left center. It is high. It is far. It's into the Oriole bullpen. A 3-run shot makes it 7-1. And, yeah. I guess Over the Top. Well, that did not work. Well, that did not work. Any other bright ideas, BW? Base is empty, still nobody out. And the batter is Keishel. Strike one.
It's like a switch.
Yeah, this Oriole offense is like a switch. Permanently off. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit by Keishel. How many straight hits is that? How many straight frickin' hits is that? Twins are now up to double-digit hits. They've out-hit us 10-1. We have as many hits as errors. Looking good. Told you so. All right, Brad, you win a cookie. Fantastic. There's a pitch inside, ball one to Brooks Lee. Right now, I wish our offense could hit like the Bad News Bears. Is Kelly Leak on waivers? Where's Engelberg? Maybe he wouldn't have thrown that ball down right field. Oh, there's a walk in there. Okay. I was worried. Two 2-0 on Brooks Lee. He went after a 2-0 pitch and fouled it away. Yeah, at this point, folks, cursing is allowed in the chat. As long as it's casual, as long as you're not, spamming it, and as long as you're not saying it in some nasty way to somebody else in the chat, feel free to let it fly. It's fine. 2-2 the count on Lee now. I mean, this is awful. Two balls, two strikes. Swing and a ground ball up the third baseline. It's foul. Can I turn my hat back around now because I feel stupid? I don't think I've worn a hat like this since 1988. Two and two the count. Is it okay? Oh my God. Please turn it around. Oh no. There's one way to do it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air. Should be playable in right center. Cowser Drifting over, makes the catch. There's your first out of the inning. All right. All right. The hat backwards, really. Coming through. First out. All right, now we're going to try something completely different. Here we go. There. Kind of like, how do they do it? I'm not sure. I'm trying to, yeah. There. Okay. Now we're in business. 0-1 on Culpepper. Runner at first, 1 out. Pitch. A check swing, and he didn't go. Is this going to work? I hope so. Boy, it's really making my hairline look impressive. My goodness. Folks, let's take it back over here. 1-1 pitch. That one's a little high. 2 balls and a strike. This collapse should be studied at Yale. Only one problem. That's where Elias went to school. I think we're watching the product of Yale intellectualism. How about we study it at Lincoln Technical Institute? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Up and in, nearly hit him. Ball 3. Well, we've gotten 1 out in the past half hour or so. Folks, we are 15 likes from 200. Even Kremer looks bored. They are doing the wave at the ballpark. Swing and a miss. That is the second out. Culpepper chased what would have been ball 4. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. If we come back to win, I have to wear it like this the rest of I don't know if I'm going to be able to balance it again like this. And can I please just try to adjust these strands of hair that are poking out? I look like a maniac, even by my standards. Folks, it's strike 1 on Victor Caratini. Wow, we got a super sticker. Hello. Victor Caratini is 0 for 2. I think he got hit by a pitch as well. 0-1 pitch, fouled back 0-2. That is Levern alone. It's like a play on words. Like lever alone. Levern alone. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. This pitch is swung on and missed, and that'll end the inning. My goodness. Oh, leave me alone. Okay, I can read it better now because this green super chat, easier for me to read. Leave me alone with a now $5 super chat after just sending a super sticker says hi. Leave Me Alone is now gifting a Magic membership. I have never seen Leave Me Alone here in the Charm City chat until about 55 seconds ago. And now we've had 3 contributions. Is this some sort of a prank? Forgive me for having my online guard up, but that is a very generous way of introducing yourself there. Leave me alone. King with the Axe gets the free Magic membership as well. Folks, generosity from an unexpected place.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
King with the Axe. Look what you got there, buddy. What's that next to your name?
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
Looking good there, King. Looking like $1,000,000. Test out some of those new emojis now at your disposal there, King with the Axe. Throw up some Old Bay. Oh, we've moved the odometer as well. The odometer, folks. Come on, hun. We're up to 5660 now. Channel continues to grow. Thanks, everybody. We are also 11 likes away now. Just 11 from 200. And I think we'll stop our goal there as we are getting late here in the ball game. Top of the 8th inning. Travis Adams, a right-hander in relief for the Twins. He has a 5.5 ERA. Let's hope that kind of bad ERA is going to translate to a rally right now. Dylan Beavers leading it off, looks at strike one.
Nice Beaver.
Thank you.
And this pitch, a changeup away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, let's see how this offense does with the hat on like this. Let's see how long I can balance it. I am sitting here barely moving my head because I know it's just going to fall off. There's a called strike. Come on, folks. I know there's 11 of you out there. Okay, leave me alone. I am starting to wonder what exactly is going on. Of course, I am very thankful for your generosity, but this is very strange. Thank you again for yet another super chat. If you'd like to become a Magic member, you can help out the channel plus earn your binoculars all at once rather than do that. Just saying. You can get a little more bang for your buck. But that's plenty of support right there already. Folks, the count is full on Beavers. The pitch swung on and missed. It's a foul tip, strike 3. And that would have been ball 4. And Leave Me Alone has now become a Magic member. Okay, folks. What do we do here? Do we look at this all as just unexpected generosity gone crazy? Or is this some kind of setup? Tavares fouls back the first pitch. Welcome in, Leave Me Alone. I've got to tell you, your screen name doesn't really fit you. If you want to be left alone, you are definitely making yourself known around here. Everybody's welcome here, as long as everybody's cool. Welcome in, folks. Strike 2, but I must ask, Leave Me Alone. You don't need to be sending any more stuff. You've been very generous. It's a long season. If you're feeling generous, I don't know, at the end of the week, in a couple of weeks, next month, I don't know, that's fine. But you don't have to do it all in one night. But thank you so much, though, for your support. Folks, the count is 0-2 on Leody Tavares. 1 out, bases empty in the top of the 8th. The Orioles trail by 6. The pitch. That's low. Hey, to answer an earlier question I saw but didn't have a chance to answer, somebody was asking what song at karaoke really basically gets a bad reaction. I did Rock Lobster in a country bar karaoke one night. It was a karaoke bar, but it was a southern bar, and they got those spiral notebooks with all the songs and artists to choose from, and you look through there and it's like 90% country. But I saw they had Rock Lobster, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing that. And that definitely got a strange reaction from the crowd. But I followed it up with a encore, Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. And that got that crowd going. Every time I sing Who You're Gonna Call, in unison, the entire bar screaming Ghostbusters. Tavares with a fly ball to right. It's pretty deep. That ball is going to be off the wall, and Tavares might get 3 out of this. He's rounding second. Here comes the throw. It is late. It is offline. Leody Tavares with something to get excited about. It is a 1-out triple to right field. The Orioles have a runner 90 feet away with only 1 out. Leody, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Leody kind of watching that ball rounding the first base bag. Once he saw that ball take a weird carom off the wall, he was running hard. Mayo at the plate with a RBI chance, fouls the first pitch away. Come on, Kobe, put it in play.
Get it all on there. Just spread it out.
King with the Axe sent a super chat. Thank you, King with the Axe. Returning the favor after getting gifted a Magic membership. Very nice of you. 0-1 pitch. Mayo lifts it to left. That's going to get the job done. Get up, get up. It's off the wall. And it gets past Martin. Mayo will get to second base with a stand-up RBI double. It is 7-2. A lot of work to do here.
It's magic, you know.
But you have to admit, since wearing the hat like an absolute moron, the offense has woken up. Here comes Cowser. Mayo at second, 1 out. Leave me alone with at least a 4th super chat plus a membership. I mean, leave me alone. I beg of you. Slow down. I will say thanks, and I do honestly appreciate it every time. Here's a ball that's going to drop in. Shallow left field by Cowser. The runners had to hold up as both the left fielder and shortstop were within arm's reach of this ball, but it just fell between them. First and third. And suddenly, one big swing could really change the momentum here. I think you got a pinch hit for Narvaez here, don't you? He will. Okay. Encarnacion Strand, folks, is going to pinch hit. This is something they should have done a couple of games ago. They had an RBI opportunity to tie the game against Texas. They let Narvaez hit. To no surprise, he didn't drive in the run. And later on, we wound up having the batter that should have hit for him unused. It's a mound meeting for the Twins, folks. The Orioles have a run in. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Hoffman still up in the Twins bullpen. Folks. Oh, No, it's okay, King with the Axe. Guys, this channel really does depend on your support. I don't try to, pander for it. I just kind of hope it organically works out that way. First pitch strike to Encarnacion Strand. We need an extra base hit. Let's get a couple of runs in here. Oh, crap. I got to restart the game. So what is it? Like once an hour they make you do this? What is the deal? It's always in the middle of a big at-bat. Come back to me, ball game. All right. Where are we at here? Hang in there, folks. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Encarnacion Strand. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, guys. Here's a ball hit to the left side. Charging it is the third baseman. There will only be one play over to first, and that's an RBI ground out for Encarnacion Strand. There are 2 out in the inning, a runner up to second base, but a run comes in to score to make it 7-3 now. 7-3, we're within a salami. And here comes Gunnar. He can cut this 4-run deficit in half with one swing. And man, is he due to do just that. Adams from the belt, the pitch. Low for ball 1. Come on. The 1-0. Gunnar, ground ball right to second. And the inning is over. The Orioles scored 2, but unfortunately, it may be too little too late, as we have one more trip left to the plate. 3 outs to play with, down by, at minimum, 4 runs. But a couple of runs score on an RBI double by Kobe Mayo and an RBI ground out by Encarnacion Strand. Gunnar, meanwhile, 0 for 3. And after that last out, his average doesn't even go down. His average is so low, and he's been up to the plate so much, that making an out now doesn't necessarily mean your batting average goes down. He has to make 2 outs to make his average go down at this point. It's that bad. It is that bad. Folks, we did score twice, though, with this stupid hat on. Well, the hat's not stupid, but this stupid method of wearing it, I guess I'm just going to have to stick with it. It is helping my posture. I have to be perfectly still. Keep this hat right where it is. It'll be the 9-1 and 2 batters due up for the Twins. Unfortunately, our bullpen tonight has not been good at all. Outside of Cam Sanders, 2 scoreless innings. Rico Garcia, 4 earned runs without giving up an out. His ERA went from the upper 2s to 3.62 with that outing tonight. And then Wolfram gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits in his 1 inning. His ERA now at 5.35. We had only 1 hit going into that last inning. Now we're up to 4. All right, bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Twins to add on. Number 9 hitter Kreidler looks at a called strike from Wolfram. Martin and Jeffers to follow. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Was that an actual offer, King with the Axe? Was that an actual offer? A 14-year deal? A 14-year deal. $30 million per year. That's $300 million, and then 30. That's like $420 million. He didn't want that. Here's a ball hit out to left center field. Going back is Cowser. He'll make the catch in the gap. One away. Nah, I don't want that guaranteed $250 million to play baseball. I'm going to wait. Oh, it's on the internet. Yeah, it's true. Definitely true. Austin Martin is up. He has had a big night. He is a triple shy of the cycle. Hit up the middle, and that's his 4th hit of the night. 2 singles, a double, and a home run tonight for Austin Martin. He has matched the Orioles team in hits with 4. Ryan Jeffers. A single, a walk, a couple of RBI. Takes outside for ball 1. Double barrel action. Jeff Hoffman's now joined by the lefty Tyler Rogers. Or is it Taylor Rogers? I always get them mixed up. Pitch is low. Curveball. Makes it 2-0. Yep, we're all familiar with Scott Boras. He does not believe in extensions. He believes in free agency, and you can't really argue with him. Here's a steal attempt. Martin is going to add a stolen base to his night. If you're a fantasy baseball player and you got Austin Martin in your lineup tonight, you're very happy. 4 hits. And now a stolen base. And a 3-0 count on Jeffers. There's a strike, 3-1. Well, it's not just that. With the new collective bargaining agreement coming up, those sorts of contracts might not even be in play for anybody ever again. There might be a limit to how many years or how many total number of dollars. There's a very good chance that the kind of contract Gunnar could have signed won't even be available to him from us or anybody. This ball's hit out to right center. It's going to split the gap and drive in a run. Martin comes in to score. Jeffers makes it 8-3 with an RBI double. Damn. James. Folks, this game has not been dynamite. Royce Lewis at the plate, strike 1. Next pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Twins 8, Orioles 3. Looks like Hoffman is sat down, and now the lefty Rogers will be the next arm out of the Twins bullpen for the 9th. Yep, he had only a triple, the toughest hit to get a cycle, but yeah, 4 hits, missing only a triple for the cycle for Martin. Swing and a miss by Lewis, 2-2. Pepperidge Farm, remembers? Wolfram about to throw his 36th pitch. which means for tomorrow's game, and maybe even the next 2 games of this series with a day game on Wednesday, this Oriole pin might only have one lefty in it available. The Orioles try to challenge a ball, and they lose. It was a ball. It's ball 3 on Royce Lewis. Both teams have one challenge left. Payoff pitch. We're going to wait as Lewis backs out of the box. Twins with a runner at second base. Full count, 1 out. Wolfram with a look at the runner, and now the payoff pitch. That is lined over Gunner's glove into left center. It's going to be an RBI single. The throw is coming in, but it's cut off. And that'll make it 9-3. Leave me alone. I don't know what to tell you. I can only say thank you for yet another contribution to the channel. But I must insist to please put the wallet down and stop, at least for this game. That's more than enough generosity, my friend. Okay? Again, don't confuse what I'm saying as though I don't appreciate it. I totally appreciate it. But, my goodness, I'm starting to worry you found somebody's credit card and you're just running it up. What is going on? Folks, we're 4 likes away from 200. Can we please get there? Can we hit that goal? And that way, if this game goes the way it's looking, we've got something to hang our hats on. It's Josh Bell up again. He's 1 for 4. Home run his last time. And he hits a ball off the end of the bat, and it's going to bloop in for a base hit in the right center field. Folks, it's like getting 1,000 paper cuts right now trying to watch the Orioles. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. A bloop single by Bell. Thanks again there. Leave me alone. But
and I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I think we're good for tonight. Jackson is going to run for Bell. I don't have a first name. Is it Alex? It is. Alex Jackson, former Oriole catcher, now pinch running at first base. Keishel at the plate with 1 strike. 40 years of paper cuts. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh, Wild Card Arts Entertainment, that's rough. When you write a statement using the word accurate, but inaccurately spell accurate, only to have to produce a corrected spelling. You never want to spell accurate inaccurately. That's no good. Oh, I'm just having fun with the wild card. I hear you, buddy. Just trying to find some humor here somewhere. It's 0-2 on Keishel, folks. 1 out, first and second. The pitch. That's high, 1-2. Folks, would you like your lives to be more fulfilled? Let me give you some advice. Stay off of Orioles social media after the ball game. Reading what there is to read out there is not going to make anything better for any of us. Folks, Keishel is struck out. He challenged a called strike 3. He's wrong. Twins are out of challenges. 2 down in the inning. And now we're going to make a pitching change? Look how much taller Wolfram is to Albanez. We're going to bring in a reliever to get one out in a 6-run ball game. The lights have gone out at the ballpark. I don't know who's coming in. Somebody in the shadows. Folks, call to the bullpen. All right, here's the deal. Last time, I'm going to try to do this, folks. We are 4 likes away from 200. And I promise you, if we hit that number, I'm done talking about it, okay? Now, I know we've got more likes than people in the room. I can't sit here and go, I know for sure there's 4 of you that can do this. Make it 3 now. But in my heart of hearts, I truly believe that there are 3 people right now that can tap that number or that thumb down to 2 now. Down to 2. 2 people can get us, and we did it. There you go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The YouTube algorithm thanks you. You know, if we keep hitting 200, 250 every night, even on nights where the crowd thins out, that lets the algorithm know that this channel is consistently getting, you know, a pretty nice attendance here, and people like the content. So, again, might not seem like it means a lot. It might seem like a empty gesture for you guys, but it does help. Folks, we're bringing out Josh Walker, our other lefty. We're replacing one lefty with another. Why not? Let's use up both our lefty arms now. Although, if Walker can just get one batter here, he should be available tomorrow. It's Brooks Lee turning around again now to bat right-handed, where he got his 2 hits tonight. He fouls off the first pitch. He got 2 hits off of Rogers. Here's the 0-1. Outside. Did the ump say he swung? Nope. Okay. Umpire made a weird gesture there. I thought he had told the batter he swung, but no. The count is a ball and a strike. Pitch very high, 2-1. You hope Josh Walker hits their batter. You don't care anymore. Oh, DeSoto. Why start that sort of thing? They would then be very well within their rights to go after one of our guys. The next thing you know, somebody we like is on the shelf. Here's a ball hit down the left field corner. That ball is just going to be foul. Brooks Lee making a bid down the left field corner. Foul ball. 2-2 the count. So the Jays won. We had a chance to game half a game on a lot of teams not playing tonight. Instead, we're going to lose ground to the team we're playing. And the Blue Jays are now knocking on our door half a game back if we don't come back with a touchdown in the 9th inning. Two outs. Runners at first and second will be off here on a 3-2 pitch. And here it is. That is a check swing foul. It goes to the backstop. Another 3-2 coming. Folks, if this means anything to any of you, I feel like the odds of Mike Elias being shown the door this offseason have gone from, a low chance of happening to now a legit chance. I'm not going to call it even a 50-50 chance yet. But I don't think it's the case of it being just a guaranteed non-zero chance at this point either. So there's something, if you believe what I believe. This pitch is high to Culpepper. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. And the tarps are off here in Minnesota. Just what I need to see. A bunch of shirtless young men. There's a called strike. 1-2. The 1-2 to Culpepper. Called strike 3, and the Twins don't have a challenge left. Guess what? That was not a strike. Culpepper is screwed by the ump, but the Twins don't have any real reason to fight about it. They're up by 6. We go to the 9th inning, folks. Orioles need 6 runs to tie, 7 to take a lead. 9-3 Minnesota. Yep. Once again, tomorrow's game, if you dare, same start time as tonight. 7:40, first pitch, 7:20. The stream starts here on the channel with the pregame news and notes. Well, I'm about out of coffee. I've been nursing this all morning long. And that's it. That is all she wrote.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
It is not fun watching the Orioles losing when I have no caffeine left to lean on here. Oh, did he said he was going to call, what game did he say? He said he was going to do the Red Sox Blue Jays. Did he wind up doing the game? I got to know. My buddy, with his delusional channel, said at the end of his morning show today that he was going to call the Blue Jays Red Sox game tonight. When I heard him say that, I laughed and said out loud by myself in my room, "No, you're not." And he didn't. He didn't even make an event for it. Pete Alonso will lead off, and that first pitch is a sinker on the corner for a strike by Trevor Rogers. Next pitch, low and in, 1-1 on Alonso. Alonso's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch inside. I'll take a bullpen of Daniel Cabrera, Sidney Ponson. Here's a ground ball, base hit up the middle by Alonso. Well, if you're down 6 in the 9th, you're going to want to get that leadoff man on, and the Orioles have. Folks, if Alonso comes up to bat a second time in the inning, that's when you know we're in business. Jackson Holiday's up, 1 for 3. First pitch knee high for a strike. Holiday had a single in the fourth. That's the only Oriole hit through the first 7 innings until they got... Here's a base hit over the second baseman's glove in the right center. Alonso will pull up to second base. Well, if you're down 6, getting the first 2 men on base is a nice way to start. 2 down, 4 to go. Tyler O'Neill. Try to keep the line moving. He's facing a lefty. That's good. First pitch. That better have been called a ball. That was high. Folks, Popeye at the plate.
Ahoy there!
They called that a strike? They called that first pitch a strike? That was so high. You're high, Blue.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
1 ball, 1 strike on O'Neill. Pitch. Outside, 2-1. Folks. Two on, nobody out. 2-1 to O'Neill. Inside, 3-1. Well, this pitcher's not going to last long. Twins are not going to just quietly allow Rogers to let the Orioles come all the way back. Curveball, was that called a strike? Challenge that. That was high. Both strikes in this at bat have been off the... It's been 5 balls, and it's a 3-2 count. The pitch. Hit on the ground. First baseman will get it to the pitcher covering the bag for the first out. 2 runners move up. But we got screwed. We could have had bases loaded, nobody out right now. And we had a challenge left to use in the 9th inning. You got to kind of blame O'Neill for not trying it out there. Christian Franklin is going to pinch hit here for Dylan Beavers. Jeffers, the Twins catcher, out to talk to Rogers. 9-3 Twins. We're in the 9th inning. Franklin, one of the new faces since the trade deadline, in a pinch hitting spot right here. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. And my game just went away again. You got to be kidding me. I can only tolerate so much without going crazy. It's already 0-2 on Franklin. Sorry, folks. 0-2 the count on Christian Franklin. I missed both pitches. Trying to make some contact here, folks. The pitch. A little bit high. 1-2. Jordan Lyles, Pedro Strop. Oh, my. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside, 2-2. Second and 3rd, 1 out. The 2-2. It hit him. I think. Franklin is hit by a pitch to load the bases. And again, if O'Neill was credited for the walk that he had earned, we would have a run in with the bases loaded, still nobody out, and 1 batter shy of bringing the tying run to the plate. Jeremiah Jackson will now pinch hit in the number 6 spot. You can start to feel the crowd here at the ballpark get a little antsy. Jeremiah's pinch hitting for Taveras. which is the right move because Leote hasn't been able to hit lefties at all. Bases loaded, 1 out, the pitch. High for ball 1. Folks.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
There is now activity in the Twins bullpen. Gomez, the righty. Pitch, breaking ball. A sweeper comes across, hits the target for strike 1. Jeremiah is 4 for 11 with the bases loaded, including 2 of them salamis. Pitch, fouled back, 1-2. Come on, buddy. Come on, keep that line moving, Jeremiah. The 1-2. Taken. Another sweeper across the zone and then winds up inside to the right-handed batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside and nearly hit him. I wish it had, because it was a slow breaking ball. That would have driven in a run. It is ball 3 now, and nowhere to put him. Full count with the bases loaded, folks. Come on. The payoff pitch. Swung on. That ball is going to be down the left field corner. Where is it? It is a foul ball. My goodness. Jeremiah Jackson nearly found a cheap salami in the left field corner. Not that near. It is foul maybe 15, 20 feet. Another 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jeremiah goes down. The Orioles are down to 1 out left. Still trailing by 6. The batter is Kobe Mayo. Justin is out. I'm not sure why not just wait one more batter. You got Mayo facing a lefty with the bases loaded. Even if it only makes it a 2-run game, it would be exciting. Strike 1 to Mayo. The pitch. That ball's swung on and fouled away. The Orioles have 1 strike left. It's going to be a pretty short post game, folks. My butt hurts. Mayo asked for time.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
It's Alonso, Holiday, and Franklin on the bases. The 0-2 pitch. Hit out to right center. Drop, drop, drop. That ball's down for a base hit. Alonso's in. Here comes Holiday. It's 9-5. What a way to make a living, folks. This game is not over yet. 2-out, 2-run single by Kobe Mayo.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic.
Here's the deal. We need one more base runner to get the tying run up. The problem is, if Cowser gets on, the big hit needs to come from Joel Pozo in the number 9 spot with no options to go to. First pitch strike to Cowser. 9-5 in the top of the 9th. 2 down, runners at first and third. Cowser 1 for 3. The 0-1 pitch. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Cows are on the ground. Second base should do it. Inning and ball game is over. The Orioles. Too little, too late on offense. 5 runs on 7 hits tonight. Most of it coming from the 8th inning on when this game had already been pretty much decided. After Dean Kremer shut our offense down for 7 innings. Final score here, 9-5 Twins. As the Orioles fall back to 5 games under 500. And we are running out of time, folks. I think we're back. Is it 57 and 62, correct? Yeah, 57 and 62. Dean Kremer gets the win. Trevor Rogers gets the loss. 9 runs on 14 hits, no errors for the Twins. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Orioles. Not only did Trevor Rogers struggle tonight and was able to only go 4 innings, the bullpen had a couple of landmines in there tonight. Rico Garcia and Grant Wolfram back-to-back could only combine to get 5 outs while giving up 9 hits and a walk and 7 earned runs. And, yeah, we lose by 4. Offense, again, you're going to look back and you might say, well, the team, on paper, they put up 5 runs. That's pretty standard for an offense. There's really nothing wrong there. Yeah, well, it is wrong when it comes after you're already trailing, 7-1, and then at another point, 9-2 or 9-3. When you're only starting to hit then. When your opposing team is putting out probably their lowest leverage guys in order to get them work because of such a large lead. Folks, the Orioles left 3 men on base. The Twins left 10. 20,155 came to watch this game in person. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. I don't want to look at the standings right now. I just know we had a chance to do something good tonight, and we didn't. And I can now... Enough with this hat nonsense. Are you kidding me? Folks, it's depressing. It's depressing. And it's not about how many games back. It's how many teams back. And we're playing these teams head to head, and we are losing. There just comes to a point where it's like, all right, well, the math ain't mathin' here. And to make everything feel just a little bit worse, you sit there and you watch Dean Kremer. We've seen so many times, not just this year, last year as well, opposing teams throw a pitcher out there who's having a less than stellar season, mediocre to subpar stats. They face us and they pitch a gem. It's one thing to have that happen with just some random guy you don't know much about. It's another when it's the guy who had just spent his last 4 or 5 starts pitching for you and given up a home run about every 3 innings. Suddenly looking like Don Drysdale out there. Things are bad as opposed to good. Yep. 62. Folks, if we win out, we'll be 162. 43 games left. Just have to win them all. And we'll still be one win short of 2023. By the way, Tampa's now on a 6-game win streak. And we play them next for 4 games on the road. Folks, this is the absolute brink. If it hasn't already, I mean, once the season's over and we look back, we'll probably point to a time much earlier than this to go, yeah, that's when we knew whatever. But in terms of math, we might be truly on the brink here now. This is, there's no room for nothing. Folks, again, I'm pretty spent. Don't have a whole lot much to say. I want to just kind of crawl under a rock and dream this result away. We had a big breakout offensively in the finale against the Rangers, but this recipe isn't working. You can't sit there and put up 10 runs sandwiched around a bunch of 2 runs, 1 run. I mean, we got 5 today, but they were late. They were very late, 4 of them. What's Ben McDonald got to say? I know what he had to say about Tavares' play at the plate. He said that was bullshit. All right, folks. I'm going to go get in a little trouble today. I feel like doing something stupid to take my mind off of my miseries. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow with a bit of a smile on my face. Figure out how to call this game in such a way where no matter how we're playing, we can have a little more fun. Hasn't been a whole lot of fun lately, folks. Dog days of August. We're feeling them. All right, let me see who's currently streaming right now, and if I can find somebody unlike one guy who lied again. He lied again. I'm going to call the Blue Jays Red Sox game. Are you? You can't even call your own home team. Why do you make these promises and then you don't deliver and then you don't acknowledge it and then you attack people who call you out for not showing up? You just keep doing the same shit over and over again, dude. Come on. All right, where are the Phillies at? Is that game final? It is in the bottom of the 8th, and the Phillies have a lead. No, top of the 9th make it. Ooh, and it's a close one. 6-5 Phillies in the top of the 9th. I'm going to send you over to JJ's channel. Folks, please try to get JJ's attention and say hello from the BirdWatcher channel. I feel like the last couple of times I've redirected you to him, he hasn't even noticed that I've done it. So say hi to JJ, folks. I'll be back tomorrow night to call Game 2. I hope you guys get a good night's sleep until then. Thanks to the mods in the Charm City chat for keeping the chat nice and charming. Thanks to Leave Me Alone for just several super chats and magic memberships. Very generous. Also had a couple of other super chats. And we got the odometer to roll over another time or two. Folks, the channel's growing. Hopefully the team will figure something out. It just might not be this year. Until tomorrow, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Final score, Twins 9, Orioles 5. Say hi to JJ, folks. That's it for me.